Yo, people, what's going on? Back again with another footy talk. Chelsea play tonight. Lewis, how you feeling, fam?
I mean, I was great, and then you reminded me of that. But other than that, we're all good. We're all good. Had a nice weekend away from Chelsea. Feel a bit refreshed and just ready to beat the Prest all over again. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to
Well,
be
you're
back.
not feeling confident about the game.
I mean, Newcastle have a crap away record. They don't like going to London. We haven't lost a game in March since 2001 at home.
Yeah.
And they got the second worst away goals conceded only to Sheffield United.
Damn.
So with that in mind, we're probably losing because we love breaking records and all of that. But I'd say I'm a bit optimistic, but only a little bit because this club has taken any bit of joy from me this season. But if we don't win, kiss Europa, probably kiss Conference League goodbye. This game is must for our faint chances of Europe. If we don't win this one, it's all in the bin. It's all even now. It's faint.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Go. It's a
We
bit
got
of a
Poch beef in the fans now. It's just a mess. It's a mess.
Oh, I just seen the quote. The fans aren't going to love another coach anymore than me. It's a new project, and people need to understand. Hey, listen, but bro, he's spitting though. That's what Graham Potter pretty much could have said.
Every Pochettino says
the same way.
It's every single Pochettino.
If Graham Potter
said a new project, it ain't Chelsea now and all of that. Okay, but you are not even.
Though. If Graham Potter said the same thing that Poch said before, yeah, Poch ain't no better off now, yeah, than Graham Potter, really. When you
but we have a better squad than Graham Potter had. I think our squad from last season was worse.
Oh yeah, probably, but even
so I could at least give Potter that. As much as I didn't think he did enough for us at the time, and he had to go at a point because we're in 4 wins out of 20, 2 wins out of 18, and all that crap. I could at least look at him and say, okay, you've got a squad of like 2/3 of the players that don't want to be here. And that's fine. Like, I understand that. Poch ain't got that excuse. We've got a better attack. We've got arguably a better midfield. The defense has got worse. And now he's just spewing the same BS to every Pochettino talks about, oh, it's not the same Chelsea anymore. Okay. Am I asking for us to compete for titles? No. I'm asking us to be competitive for Europe. Not even the Champions League, just Europe. And we can't even do that. Like, no. I don't care about this hopium about, oh, it's not Chelsea anymore. I'm not even asking for that. I'm asking for stuff that I wouldn't have asked for in the Roman era, and I'm not even getting that.
Facts.
So, to me, Poch is just chatting out of his arse, and he's saying anything that he can to try and protect himself. Like, the nerve of him to speak on behalf of these fans. The fans that you never go to try and address after a game. You never go to make any sort of affinity or connection with them. You don't clap the fans, you don't do nothing, and you think you can talk for us. Have some shame. You absolute disgrace. Don't ever speak on my name again. Don't ever speak for our fans again. Well, you have us in 11th in March. Are you tapped? I'm good. I don't need him talking for me. How about you talk with some results? Oh, the last 5 games, we haven't been that bad. Maybe by your low standards. What a 90-minute game of football that is for you. Mr. I can coach 30 minutes and pretend that we coached a win. Get out of here. So, like, you can say to a point, yeah, it isn't the same Chelsea anymore. We're not asking for that. I'm asking for a team that can be competitive, and you can't even deliver that. Leave my club.
I hear it.
Simple
bro.
as.
I big up my man for the super chat. Arsenal to win. They're not gonna win the league, man, but
yeah,
they're playing well at the moment. Do you know what I mean? We have to give them that. They're playing well at the moment. They won't win the league though. But yeah, you man are muddied in a different way because there's no signs from Chelsea, yeah, that they're even gonna get rid of this manager, bro. I feel like they might keep him. You know,
they're saying they're gonna wait for things to get unbearable first. And I'm like,
yeah, I think they're gonna double down on Pochettino, bro. They're gonna double down on Poch, bro.
What is it not? What is it now? What is it now? Is it not unbearable now? I have 10 league wins in March. 10! And they don't think it's unbearable yet.
Nah,
What, are
bruv,
we gonna
you know what I'm
lose a few
saying?
more games and then we'll be
Unbearable
out
now.
the
We're
race
never
for
will be,
7th? Right
bro.
now, my best bet of Europe is Man City win the Champions League, Liverpool win the Europa League, and maybe 8th place gets me conference. You see this copium that we have to try and sniff just to pretend that we have a chance to be in Europe.
Yeah.
My only hope is we win tonight because we're like 8 points behind you with a game in hand and we still have to play you. And if
Right,
we
you
could
that close to us?
finally... Yeah, that don't even feel close to you guys,
8 points
especially
with the
with your
game in
form.
hand. That means it's 5 points if you win that game, and you got to play us. Do you know what I
But
mean? So that 5 points could turn into two, just like that. Like that's
but
too
you
close
forget
for my liking, bro.
we have to beat you. We have
I
to
hear that.
beat you.
I
We
hear it.
don't beat you. We haven't beaten you in the league since 2018. I was in my first year of uni back then.
Mm.
We had a whole pandemic come and go, and we still haven't beaten you in the league. So, yeah, like we can pretend that will happen. I can already smell the 1-1 from here. Some BS late equalizer because we can't ever see a game out when we take the lead. And then we'll pretend Poch coached the win because, I don't know, Jackson missed an open chance or something, and everyone will just blame him like they always do.
Yeah.
So I barely even think we're making that. We could say, oh, we could win the FA Cup, sure. We buck one at Liverpool, Man City, it's curtains. It's straight curtains.
I can't like this Poch chat is spinning me, bro. Man said that the players have permission to go to the owners if they want him to leave and that. He's going out like a G. Man saying, listen, them man know it's not my fault, innit? So them man can go snitch if they want to snitch, you know.
I hope a few of those players have, because this is a mess. Our players can't stay fit. Our team never looks consistent throughout a full 90. As soon as we have a lead, he takes the sting out of the game and has us sit 20 yards back. His substitutions suck. His substitutions are too late. We're poor at defending set pieces. We have no patterns of play going forward. These players just make it up as they go along. But because he's a great man manager and he sets up a barbecue every week, I'm sure he's got the players on side. So I doubt a lot of them are going to say it. And they're all young and impressionable anyway. They're just going and doing what Poch tells them to do. It's just no one can tell what his plan is because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this is mad, isn't it? When Poch is coming out speaking like this, though, do you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, he knows something we don't know, innit? Or he's mad deluded, and I've never got the impression from him that he's mad deluded and he doesn't know what's going on. Like his faculties ain't all there, bro. So
I don't know. Them press
I don't really know
conferences
what's
have made me
happening at
think that.
Chelsea, innit? The one thing I would say about Pochettino, yeah, and not just Poch, any manager, I judge a manager on what they get out of the players that they have. And I said it before, yeah, when man were trying to talk down De Zerbi, bro, look where he's got Brighton in the league with the players that he's got, bro. Do you know
Still
what I'm
higher
saying?
than us.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the squad that Chelsea have, Chelsea shouldn't be there, regardless of whose fault it is. Regardless, like it's irrelevant. The players that Chelsea have, they should not be outside the top 8. Yeah, at worst, at very worst, they shouldn't even be outside the top 8. I think Brighton are 9th or something like that.
I think so, yeah. Regardless, they've been higher than us all season, and that's been my biggest gripe. Can't even compete for Europe, and you're telling me that this guy's serious. And I hear it, like the directors are a disgrace. They've enabled this guy to tank our season, and they're the ones who brought him in after a 3-month detailed managerial search, which means that they should be getting sacked as well. Iqbali's enabling this. He's watching the football on the pitch, and he's fine with it. So they all have to hold stick too. But like, I will maintain, if we had a better coach, we'd be performing a lot better, and people would be a lot more patient. Everyone's like, oh, it's typical Chelsea, hire and fire and everything. Well, newsflash, this is why we've won the most trophies this century. If you look at all the other clubs, Real Madrid, hire and fire. Inter Milan, hire and fire. Bayern Munich, hire and fire. And you know what they do? They win.
Yeah, fact.
We do it, we win. So why should I be
every
against doing
team
it
that
again
does
with the
that
worst
really
manager
wins.
I've ever seen? Ever seen at my club?
You know what it is? You got the disciples of Ferguson, yeah, and Wenger talking rubbish about not firing managers, bro. Like every team fires managers, bro. Like these men are anomalies, and the problem is with these guys, they like to make the exception the rule. Real Madrid, one of the most successful football clubs of all time, they sack managers. They sack managers, bro. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's momentarily, because look how many times Real Madrid have sacked managers and hired them back. You know, like that. But it's just
I'm trying to find the list because I had it
they're
on
like
my.
they're like just at the time it's not working, so you have to go. And that's just what it is. So sacking managers is very, very normal. And the people that have tried to make it seem like it weren't normal are the guys that are trying to use, but United didn't like Ferguson and this, that, and the other. Bro, these guys are tapped.
Yeah, you give me a Sir Alex Ferguson, cool. I want him to stay too. Because it's Sir Alex Ferguson. A man can make a dynasty. Here was the chart. So Madrid have had 17 managers in the 21st century and they've won 37 trophies. Bayern have had 12 and won 46. Chelsea have had 15 and won 22. Inter have had 21 and have won 21. Juve have had 13 and won 24. Barca have had 15 managers and won 37 trophies. Hire and fire is the most successful model out there. You earn your loyalty. You earn your loyalty through results. You earn your loyalty through trophies. And that's what keeps you at the top. You want to talk about it not being the Roman era? Yeah, because the fans have been the ones that have chosen to lower their standards and accept mediocrity. Because you could have peddled this whole trust the process BS last season, but you want to know what the turning point was? Results. We started getting 2 in 18, 4 in 20. You were sitting in 10th, in 11th, in 12th, and we were saying, this isn't Chelsea. This isn't acceptable. He has to go because we should be aspiring to be better than that. Now, nearly a year to the day since Potter was sacked, and they're accepting the same crap he got sacked for with a worse job. I mean, with a worse squad.
Yeah.
So if you talk about it not being the Roman era, look at the fans. Look at the fans, because they're the biggest indictment for that out of anything in Chelsea right now, because they're the ones enabling it. The same fans who were once AVB out, the same fans who were once Scolari out, the same fans who wanted Conte out, the same fans screaming F Sarri ball. You don't know what you're doing at Graham Potter. Now we're doing trust the process. Believe in the manager. Believe in him. He just needs time. It's everybody else's fault. I can't believe what's happened to my club.
Yeah,
I can't believe
this super chat spot on. The ruthless fans at these clubs set the precedent. The problem is now, they've absolutely killed the standards at our football clubs to the point where people are looking for excuses to make for mediocrity instead of holding the club accountable. That's what you're seeing right now. People making excuses for managers and excuses for players, bro. Like it's not good enough.
Our team is whack now. Our team was worse last season, and we got rid of him. Got rid of the manager because the results still weren't acceptable. We have a better squad now than we did last season. That's why we have zero structure, and we've still outscored our team from last season in the league already, and our season isn't even done. So please spare me our team is whack, because our team was worse last season, and we didn't accept it. Why are we accepting it now with a better squad while we sit here in 11th? Spare me the copium. Spare me it. Because last season, everyone was moaning, oh, we don't have a DM. We don't have anybody that can sit deep now. Now we have a two-man pivot that can do it, and our manager sends Enzo into second striker shifts. Sees him ball out against Brentford, make 4 big chances in a half, and says, you know what I'm going to do? I see you cooking, Enzo. Now go run onto the left wing and do some roadrunner shifts for me in the second half. I don't need you creating. I need you running. Oh, we've lost control of the game. Oh, how did that happen? That's confusing.
Yeah, but
I'll blame it on Palmer. Palmer missed a chance in the second half. It's all his fault.
Yeah, but this is the thing with the manager. Like I always say, the manager has to be held accountable, for the stuff that he can control that he doesn't control. And that's where my thing with Pochettino is, because he's not doing what he can do, with these players. He's not, irrespective if it's he might think the squad's imbalanced, if it's new, whatever the reason is, he's not getting enough out of them, and he's got to hold that. He has to hold that. So it's one of them ones where, of course, it's not all the manager, but he's not without blame, bro. He's 100% without blame. I think your squad is too young, it's too inexperienced, and on top of that, he hasn't seemed to work out how to unlock their potential. And maybe he's not the coach to do that.
Oh, he definitely isn't. It's just everyone else is trying to sniff copium and say, "Oh, it's the squad's fault. The squad isn't good enough. The squad's inexperienced." I hear it to a point. But when I see my manager lose a cup final to a Liverpool under-18s team, I suddenly lose the will to listen to experience. I see Jurgen Klopp bring in these absolute NPCs from the academy that I've never seen in my life. I've never heard of a Bobby Clark in my life, or a McDonald, or that Hugh Wizzy brother up top that I'd never seen before that game. And they looked more structurally intact than we did. They looked like they had more of a clue than we did. They played with more impetus than we did. So I'm not listening to it, because a good manager will get the best out of the players that he has. That's why I look at Ange. Ange could have easily walked in and said, "Right, mate, we don't have Harry Kane. I don't know what to expect for this season. Just trust the process and believe." No. I had them top of the league in October, November. Bunch of injuries. He's still playing a system that's cooking and making chances consistently.
Facts.
And yeah, I'm meant to accept this idiot in charge who can't even make structures of attacking play.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. But it's the same for the fans of my club. I always said, yeah, everyone's trying to compare the Arteta thing now, saying, "Oh, but look at Arteta's first seasons and all of that." Bro, compare man to Postecoglou, bruv. Compare man to Postecoglou, who had a weaker squad, lost Harry Kane, and has been there for less than a whole season, bro. Compare it to Postecoglou. Don't do the Arteta thing saying Arsenal gave him 5 years. Don't do that. There's a guy right there that's just coming, and he's coaching in his first full season. Compare him to him. The Arteta thing's a cop-out. It's an absolute
And Arteta,
cop-out.
It was his first job.
And
so if you're going to give him that, you have to give him time. Not Poch. He's been here for a decade.
Not only was it his first job, bro, but bruv, whether it was his team or not, yeah, he still won the FA Cup in his first season. So who knows? If he never won the FA Cup, maybe he would have got sacked. Who knows? We don't know that, innit? We don't know. I reckon Arsenal would have stuck with him anyway. However, the point is, yeah, the brother had that FA Cup, even if it was someone else's squad, but he still had that. Man finished 8th twice and 5th, and yes, cool. He's bottled a few times and that. He has. However, don't use Arteta as a comparison to compare Erik ten Hag to, because at least when Arteta came in, he knew what he wanted to do and he implemented it. Whether it was successful or not remains to be seen, but at least he tried, innit? Ten Hag ain't tried to do nothing. And there was
he just promised you one brand of football, and there was no expectation,
yeah, that when Arteta came in that he was going to win Arsenal a Premier League title. I don't care what anyone says. There was no expectation for him to do that. It was his first job. So comparing him, yeah, to Ten Hag at Man United, bro, our standards have always been higher than Arsenal's. So comparing man to Arsenal is a cop-out anyway. And then on top of that, why are you overlooking the fact that Ange Postecoglou's above us? He's come in. They're playing a much better brand of football with a smaller squad and injuries. Allow it. Let's not do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Ten Hag came in from Ajax, bro. He'd coached in the Champions League. Arteta hadn't coached in the Champions League with Arsenal until this season. Like, what are we doing? So the excuse can't run, bro. It absolutely cannot run. So I hear it, bro. Like, when I look at the players that you've got right now, when I'm looking at someone like Ange, if Ange has got the players that your manager's got, you're not 12th in the league or 11th or wherever you are. You're not.
I'm competing for top 4, top 6.
Of course. Bro, you're in the top 4 now if you got Postecoglou as the manager, bro. This bro was playing Eric Dyer, bro, and what's that Brazilian right back's name at centre back?
Emerson.
Emerson Royale. A centre back.
Bro, they went to the Etihad with a Ben Davies and Emerson Royale back two, and they kept Haaland quiet. Like, it's just good coaching, and this is why I can't listen to this copium about, to just give him time. Oh, no other manager is gonna get anything out of this squad of players. Sorry, Nostradamus. I didn't know you could tell the future. With a bunch of players who, most of them have only been coached by Poch at Chelsea, by the way. How about I see them with a better coach? You give me a coach with a structure that I can see, and visible improvement in the way that we play, the chance creation per game. And then you can look to me at the individuals, and you can look at what individuals are performing and which ones aren't performing. We have nothing. We make it up as we go along. Most of our goals come down to individual moments of magic.
Sure.
So I'm not listening to none of it. As soon as, and even when he does get something right, like at City away, he pisses his pants immediately. He says, oh crap, I didn't expect to be in the lead for this long. Oh crap. Let me go to a back five, push everyone 20 yards further back towards the goal, invite a lot more pressure. And Cuckoo, you stay up top by yourself. We'll throw on that Cassidy brother to help you out. I ain't seen him play before, but I'm sure he can help. Oh, we lost the lead. I wonder how that happened.
Nah, that's
saboteur. Straight saboteur.
I hear it. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash the like button. So yeah, what's your match predictions for tonight before we move on?
2-1 Chelsea. I'm just saying that to back my team in it. I've got no real faith for this game. If I take my emotion aside, this game screams draw, 1-1 or something. But it's not good. It's not good. I think we've got another couple of injuries for this game too. I don't think we have we have Cucurella. He might be fit. If he ain't fit, we don't have a left back, so we're gonna have to figure it out. But hey, long day.
Nah, bro. But nah, we have to talk about an ex-Chelsea player, that scrub KDB, bro. I swear down. You know what it is, yeah? There's something, yeah. There was something about yesterday, the vindication that I got from seeing a KDB disaster class, bro. I love it. You know what I mean? I love it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, I've been telling people for the longest time that this guy's a scrub, but people don't want to listen. And you know what it is, yeah? This guy, yeah, he is the reason why I hate KDB the most. People think it's because of Pogba. Like, it's not because of Pogba. The reason why I hate KDB is because he's a symptom of modern football. Do you know what I'm saying? So all of my frustrations with modern football, you can see in Kevin De Bruyne, bro. He is that, bro. You see a player that never plays well but always gets stats. That is him. He is literally the archetypal player, for modern football, bro. I cannot stand the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? And the funny thing is, it's like he's always been like this, bro. People always say, Rants, go watch Kevin De Bruyne, in Germany. Whatever, man. Because you, man, were calling it a farmers league when Sancho was smashing the place up. And now you're telling me to go and look at Wolfsburg highlights. This guy's always been a spam merchant, bro. That's what he's always been. Like, the manager literally took him off, and said, I took him off because we weren't keeping the ball. He's also said, previously that he always gets onto him about losing the ball. There's a clip going around, on Twitter, of Bernardo Silva dribbling through, I think it's Liverpool, like an old clip. And guess what happens at the beginning of the clip? KDB gives the ball.
Is that the one where he goes through four or five players and lays it to
after
Foden?
KDB passes it to the wrong team, and then Bernardo wins it.
Oh boy.
Do you know what I mean? This Brer, all he does is pass to the other team and get stats, bro. This guy, is he's the biggest false image in football, and he's been that for ages. That Pep Guardiola system, is carrying this guy, and it's been carrying him for a long time. This Brer's been hooked in way too many quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals to be as good as everyone's saying. There's no way. Imagine Liverpool are in in a cup final when they take off Gerrard?
Yeah,
When?
Salah's taking off Lampard in the final. That's
When?
crazy.
When? Imagine taking off Drogba in a cup final. When? Do you know what I mean? When? Do you know what I mean? Stop that. Imagine United taking off Rooney in a cup final. When? Hey, bro, this is the same Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, that got pocketed by Fred, you know. And people are saying that Fred is a scrub. That's
It's
what
just
they're
heavy
saying,
volume passing. That's the problem.
Bro, he is a volume spammer. And not only that, yeah, this brand needs an ocean of space to operate, bro. That's not what makes you a good midfielder, bro. Even I watched the Eden Hazard thing, yeah, with John Obi Mikel, yeah. This brother said, yeah, he said that in space, Kevin De Bruyne is the best player in the world. In space. Bro, what do you mean, bro?
Man needs time to think and everything.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Ballers
that one flew over my head as well because I listened to the whole pod. I didn't deep that.
Bro,
I just saw it as De Bruyne prop. He's like, no, he said he needs space. Like, give him time and everything, and then he'll cook.
Ballers don't need space, bro. Hazard didn't need space.
Nope.
Do you know what I'm saying? So Messi don't need space. Do you know what I mean? Because real ballers don't need space. Do you know what I'm saying? This brother, yeah, is like Brock Purdy, blood. He's that quarterback that needs 10 seconds in the pocket. And he still might fuck up the pass. That's who he is. Man's in the pocket for 10 seconds. Like, that's KDB. You don't get 10 seconds in the pocket. You don't get 10 seconds in the pocket, bro. If you put a man to man mark this guy, he's finished. You can literally mark KDB out of a game. Man saying he's not a dribbler. Bro, you don't need to be a dribbler. Paul Scholes weren't a dribbler. Xavi weren't a dribbler. But they know how to drop shoulders and create space and leave players.
Yep.
KDB's flat-footed, he's stiff.
It's not even dribbling. It's like close control. Just being able to manipulate your way out of space and then be able to release it.
Bro, he's a system player, bro. That's why he dies for Belgium. He don't do nothing for Belgium. And then, bro, how can he blame everyone around him as to why they weren't good enough?
Yeah, he said they were too old. He said we're too old. Can't do it.
Bro, you got cooked by Paul Pogba, bruv. That's what happened.
I remember he won a Man of the Match award and he was like, I don't know how I won this.
Bruv, was that the semi-final or the quarter-final?
No, it was like group stage last World
France
Cup.
Absolutely cooked them. Pogba.
Yeah. I'm still annoyed with him for that France performance because Hazard should have made that final. Hazard should have been in that final.
Trust me.
And if he gets there, he gets player of the tournament.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say, yeah? KDB needs 10 seconds in the pocket as a quarterback. That's what he is. He's a quarterback, and Man City got like the best offensive line in the league. That's why he gets away with it. But guess what? Against the top teams, he can't do nothing. He can't do nothing no more because he's carried. He's carried. It's uncomfortable conversations.
64% pass completion rate. That's crazy.
Bro, he's a Super Saiyan Bruno Fernandes, bro. That's what he is, and that's why I can't stand Bruno either. Because if you're a creative midfielder with no close control and no press resistance, you're not good to me, bro. You're not good to me.
Super Saiyan Bruno, you know, that's crazy.
No, because this is what it is, bro. Nah, and this is why man have to double down on this. Because people, yeah, every time KDB, yeah, every single time KDB's in a conversation, all people can talk about is stats. That's all they can talk about. Because, bro, you watch this guy play and you can see that this player needs oceans to operate in, bro. He needs oceans to operate in. If he's got players around him, yeah, he can't play in traffic. All the best midfielders of all time can play in traffic. This Brer is the biggest false image in football, yeah, along with his teammate Erling as well, bro, because he's another fraud.
Yeah, Haaland yet again missing. MIA.
He's another fraud. You see them two there, bro. They are modern football and his stats. Because Erling Haaland, yeah, it's funny because everyone's accepted that the modern centre forward has to do more than score goals. Except for him, though, because he scores so many. You know, like that. So
that was it. Last season, he bagged 50, so it's like he can get away with it now.
Yeah, but out of 50 goals he scored, how many of them were in important games? How many of them were in cup finals?
Nah, he didn't do much in either final. Either
well, there you
final.
go.
He didn't
And
score against us. He scored the last goal against Arsenal in both games.
Yeah, but the last
United.
goal, but Grealish, I think Grealish scored the second, and then I think Haaland scored the third or something. But they were 2-1 up already.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, like they were winning by the time he scored both of them.
But there
I'm
you
just
go,
trying
and
to
that's
remember for the record,
bro.
United
No goals in
got
cup
a hat
finals.
trick, but I think
No
Foden scored
goals
first.
in cup finals, and this is the same thing I said about Lukaku. You see, when Lukaku played for Man United, he always used to score the third goal in a 3-1 win when we was already winning, bro. This guy
was a fat track bully. His only cup final goal came for us. I think it was the Club
This guy's
World
a
Cup
fraud,
final.
blood. I'm telling you, this Haaland youth's a fraud. Someone commented in my comment section saying, "Oh, but Rants, I think it's the way that Pep tells him to play because he wasn't this way at Dortmund." Bro, he's a fraud. I don't want to hear no different. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he just literally stands borderline just onside and waits for the ball, blood. That's what he does. And then he's so heavily reliant on his teammates, yeah? And he's
That's
not
why
even
he's
mad.
the only guy who could get 9 touches in the game and it wasn't a cook sesh.
Well, there you
when
go.
it was
And he's got
Aubameyang
mad
doing it, he
clinical.
was getting ripped. Lukaku getting ripped.
Bruv, listen, when it's any other player, they get ripped, blood. The Bray had 1 touch in the Liverpool box last game, yeah? And I don't know how many touches he had overall. 1. Do you know what I'm saying? So, when the ball's not coming, yeah, you're just a passenger in the pitch. You're just walking around because you don't know how to drop in between the lines and receive the ball and bring your players into play. And also, when you drop in between the lines as a centre forward, you also help to alleviate the pressure on your team because you give them an out pass.
Also, if you get used to that, you become less confident when you receive the ball deeper.
Yeah.
Because you're not used to it. That's not your game. Your game is just let me get in the right position, try and get a chance on goal. That's it.
Bro, and this
when
and
you
this
get the ball, you're going to be double checking yourself and everything.
But this is the point with this Erling thing. And again, it's stats. If anyone, if you actually put Erling Haaland, in a different player's body, and you couldn't see what you were seeing and you just watched him play, there's no way you're talking about Ballon d'Or. There's no way you're talking about Ballon d'Or. And the same thing goes for KDB. Do you know what I mean? Someone on Twitter done like, you know, when they do them little pencil drawings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they done the pencil drawing thing of they done the one of Martial and they showed some of Martial's goals, yeah. And obviously I'm a Martial fan, so I knew it was Martial. But Bear Man were looking at the video thinking, yo, this man's a baller, not knowing who was scoring the goals. And that's the funny thing, yeah. People make up their mind about certain players based on how they feel about them. Innit?
Oh, you're talking about them TikTok edits, aren't you?
Yeah, whatever they are. I didn't know what they are because I saw it on Twitter. You know, like that. And
I
the
think
thing
I got
is,
an idea which one you're on about.
if you watch KDB, and you watch Haaland, without knowing who they are, and you just watch them throughout 90 minutes, you'll swear to God these guys are shit. You absolutely would. Do you know what I'm saying? You absolutely would. Because I know KDB got an assist here from the corner, but he was awful. And bruv, he plays like that most weeks. Why are we pretending? Why are we pretending he don't play like that most weeks?
Every time Haaland's played against us, he's stunk it out. Like, he bagged
bruv,
2 against
when he
the
scores,
bridge.
he's rubbish, bro.
One was a penalty that shouldn't have counted. That was Anthony Taylor on his BS. And another one, he fumbled over the ball and it just rolled into the net.
Bruv, listen, even when he scores, he's dead. And I say the same thing about Rashford. Every time he scores, he's dead, bruv. That's no different to Erling, bro. Do you know what I mean? But if man turned around and said that Erling was the same level as Rashford, people would look at you like you're drunk. But they're both rubbish and they both score goals. Obviously, Erling scores a lot more goals than Rashford, but they're both not good footballers, bro. Erling Haaland is
like you said, this generation's all about stats.
There's
Nothing
a difference.
else.
There's a difference between athletes that play football and footballers. Haaland ain't no footballer, bro. He's just an athlete that plays football. I refuse to call him a footballer because he's not. This is just
same thing for Chilwell and Gallagher.
He's just not a footballer.
Not footballers.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a footballer, bro. Outside the box, this brand might as well be a Lucozade bottle. He might as well be a Lucozade bottle.
Not wrong, but crazy.
Because the teammates need water, bro. And
Yeah, they
bro,
can do
same
the
as Kyle
rondo with
Walker.
that at
Kyle
half
Walker's
time.
shit, bro. Kyle Walker's trash as well. He's made a great career of being a good athlete, but he's awful.
Yeah, if he didn't have that pace, that guy would have stayed at Sheffield
Bro, the
United.
amount of times, imagine having pace, like Kyle Walker and still being late all the time, bro. Imagine being late all the time. You know the amount of late challenges he made, the amount of late challenges he made in that game where he arrived late and crashed into my man, he could have been booked. He could have been sent off easily just from arriving a second late, bro. It's like you've got pace, but your football brain's so slow that you're still going into these 50-50 challenges and embarrassing yourself. Like, bro, and this is why people have to respect Pep Guardiola's system, bro. Because this system, I said it yesterday, man's harboring fugitives, bro. Covering up some absolute scrubs. That's what he's doing. So when people say, oh, City's got the best squad on paper and all these other things, not for what Pep wants to do. Not for what Pep wants to do, bro. Because I'll be completely honest, the football that Pep wants to play, he ain't got the players for it now. And you're seeing it. He's struggling. He's struggling. And you can see it in the press conference. Man's talking up Arsenal now, saying, oh, what they done last season, and then they did this and they did that. Nah, bro. Pep knows, that it's getting to a point where it's show and prove, blood. That was a cup final. They bottled it yesterday. They bottled it. And he had to make big decisions, taking off De Bruyne. That was a cup final. It was.
I feel like as well, there's a message that needed to be sent there as well, because they got Arsenal straight after the international break.
Yeah.
So our record against the bigger teams is not looking good. I need you lot to step up.
I hear it. My man said so. Man said, why do people say Klopp is pound for pound the best manager in the league? How is Pep ruining the Premier League with all those flaws in his team, etc., etc.? Nah, Klopp is not pound for pound the best manager in the league. Even so, it's just that styles make fights, and his style, is difficult for Pep Guardiola's team to play against without their best players, because it relies on a lot of people to be very, very calm under pressure. And Klopp's team will pressure you. And that's what they did. And that's why I had to take off Kevin De Bruyne, because Endo was absolutely fisting him up. That's just all it was, bro. So it's not about pound for pound. It's all about styles make fights, innit? And stylistically, Klopp's style is all wrong for Pep Guardiola without having the best players. Like, Klopp's style doesn't rely on the best players. It just relies on the better athletes, innit? And it's easier to find an athlete than to find a footballer. Which is why the Premier League's full of athletes and not really many top footballers.
That's why Klopp's been able to stay at the top for as long as he has.
Exactly, because it's easier for Klopp to sign someone. Like, Klopp didn't get his first choice, second choice. He can go and get his third choice, number 6, and he can still step in. If Pep misses out on his number 1 targets, the drop down's massive. Like, he wanted Paqueta, and the man ended up with that Nunes, Brer, and Kovacic instead. Paqueta to Kovacic is a big, but that's what I'm saying. That's a big drop. It's a big drop that you can't replace footballers. And this is why I said Gundogan and Mahrez, you can't replace these guys. It's easier to replace an athlete than a footballer. It's easier to replace a Sterling or a Doku than it is to replace a Riyad Mahrez. That's just all it is. So
losing Gundogan as well, massive loss,
bro. That's it. Dare I say, City need a rebuild. Hey, City are in trouble, bro, because Pep's running out of actual footballers to be able to sign, because this generation of football is going away from footballers.
Yeah, if he don't get his players, he might have to do the Jurgen Klopp and be like, I need a sabbatical. I need a break from football. I'm gonna have to bounce.
Bro.
Legacy intact. I'm gone. This fall off will not be on my watch.
But this is where the game's going right now, and this is why this always goes. This is why this always goes in full circles, bro. When I say the way the game's going right now with systems and all these other things, look at what managers are doing with the players they have, and that's how you rate them. Because, like, certain man are saying, "Oh, Pep can't do it with shit players." No, he can't do it with shit players. We know that. We know that. Do you know what I mean? And that's why you got to have even more respect for De Zerbi, because he's playing that brand of football with players that nobody really wants. Nobody really wants. And actually, these players look better because they're playing for him. Because if Man United were gonna go and sign Pascal Gross here, like a couple years ago, man are saying, who? Man don't want this you. Do you know what I mean? And now man are saying, oh yeah, like he's a good player. Yeah, in that system, he's a good footballer. But you put him in a team that ain't got a specific way of playing, man don't want Gross, blood. And Solly Marsh and them, man. Of course, if you give Pep Guardiola Brighton's team, yeah, they're probably going to be around where Brighton is, or maybe even lower. Maybe even lower. But that doesn't mean, yeah, that Sean Dyche, for instance, yeah, that's getting a certain amount out of certain players, or a Sam Allardyce is a better coach than Pep because they can do well with shit players. That's not how football works. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not
we're now at a point where we're now at a point where you need to have a team set for a certain manager. Otherwise, there's going to be specific issues. Like there's not really a lot of managers that can just do well with whatever they have. They have to have a certain type of player come in.
And that's not negative.
Understand that. Yeah, that's not negative.
But that's not a negative. But also, you know what's funny with football fans? You have to say, yeah, because we understand, or we're supposed to be able to understand, because remember, there's not rational thinking on Twitter and all these things in the football space. If we understand that certain players, yeah, play better in certain systems and look better in certain systems, and certain managers need certain players to play in their systems, then why can't we understand that sometimes certain players are just not meant to play in certain teams?
That's true as well.
Why do we not understand that? Because certain man will turn around, yeah. If a player goes to a club, yeah, and they don't play well, they'll turn around and say the player flopped, and they'll say whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's the league, or they can't play in the Premier League. This is the common one we hear: can't play in the Prem. Every single team in the Prem plays a different style. So what do you mean you can't play in the Prem? You're just better suited to another team. There's no such thing as can't play in the Prem. I don't think there's ever been a player that can't play in the Prem, bro. The Premier League is not that difficult, bro. It's not that difficult. It's a physical
There's so
league.
many different managers with different styles as well.
That's what I'm trying to say. Man is saying certain man can't play in the Prem. But there's Donnies that are playing for Wolves and that are playing fine in the Prem. And these man didn't know who they were before they arrived. So this can't play in the Prem stuff is nonsense, bro. It's nonsense. Because like even my man said, Cody Gakpo, yeah, he's not a pace and power player, yeah, and he's in that Liverpool team. If he was in another team, yeah, that was more technical, he would look like a different player, bro. He would, because he plays in the number 10 for Holland sometimes. I've seen LVG play him there. It's not like he don't have feet. He just don't suit Liverpool. That's just all it is. He don't really suit Liverpool. Different players suit certain managers, certain styles, bro. Like, even if man watch, even in the Hazard thing, he even said it. He said, listen, Zidane never really coached, man. He just told man to go out and play football, blood. That's what it was. And I told you, man, Zidane's a vibes manager like that. I could tell just by the way he played and by his persona, and also by the way he stands on the touchline. You don't see Zidane on the side doing all that, bro. Zidane's just there in his suit, just watching the man then ball out. That's what he does. And that's why
give you a little point left or right, be like, that spot's a bit open.
But this is why Zidane has to handpick his jobs, because he needs the players. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why he's not going to go to a Man United.
That's why he hasn't gone anywhere since.
Because he had the players. And now he understands he doesn't have the players. That is it. He's very similar to Carlo in that aspect. So there's no doubts that Carlo Ancelotti performed at Everton. But he didn't win nothing. No one's looking at Carlo saying, yo, Carlo didn't win anything at Everton, so he's not that good a manager. No one's saying that. That Everton team is better than Brighton on paper. And De Zerbi got their man into Europe, but he's not a winner.
Oh, because he didn't make it to the FA Cup final.
Because he didn't beat Roma. And this is what I mean about people's arguments, bro. And this is why I don't like Twitter. Because you can't have a nuanced conversation on that app. That app is just for driving agendas. That's all it's for.
Or you'll have 10 of the same conversations on repeat But
But
I've
that's
said
what I'm
my
trying to
point
say.
50 times. I'm bored now. I can't be bothered.
Exactly. But the facts are, yeah, managers need their players and players need their managers. Jadon Sancho has said he's not coming back to play for Eric Ten Hag. Why would he want to play for Eric Ten Hag? Nobody wants to play for Eric Ten Hag. Even the players that are still here don't want to play for him. It's very obvious. Let's be honest. What do you think? Ahmad wants to play for Eric Ten Hag?
Hell no.
Went out and got into championship team of the season, one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. Factually, in terms of how competitive it is. Everyone wants that Premier League prize money. And the guy can't get a game. He's behind Amari Forson. Do you think he wants to play for that manager? There's too many men in this team that don't want to play for this manager, bro. Players need their managers just like managers need their players. So when players go to certain clubs and it doesn't work out, that doesn't make them bad footballers. It doesn't.
So I see some players following a certain manager as well. Like Mourinho always used to have his followers. I'll bring in a Matic or bring in a Carvalho. Paulo Ferreira roll through, come round.
Times. Took them man
Just
to
you
Real
need your
Madrid
people. Drogba, come back. We'll just give you another league title. It's all good. Just talk to the young bucks. We all good.
But that's it. And this is what it is, my bro. And that's what people need to understand. Like, you have to judge things according to the whole picture. That's all it is. You have to look at the whole picture. Because whether you like Lukaku or not, he scored goals everywhere he's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? And Erling Haaland will score goals everywhere he's gone. I will never rate either of them as footballers. So I don't care about their goals. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care about their goals. So when people turn around and say scoring goals is the hardest thing in football, no, it's not. No, it isn't. This is a lie.
Yeah,
I'm someone that's played striker my whole life. Scoring goals ain't hard. It's not scoring goals ain't hard. The hardest thing is creating the chance to score the goal. What are we talking about? Because the same people, yeah, that say scoring goals are the hardest thing to do in football are the same people that saying that 1v1s is 90% in favor of the striker. So that means goals aren't scored. It's not hard to score goals then, is it? If it's 90%. How's it hard? 90%.
They even look at penalties, for example. All the pressure's on the keeper.
Bruv, penalties, bro. The XG is 0.75 on penalties. So if scoring goals is the hardest thing in the world, why isn't the XG in favor of the goalkeeper? No one wants to ask that question.
Crickets.
Because it's a lie, bruv. Scoring goals is not the hardest thing in football, and it never will be, bruv. It's creating the chance to score the goals. Because you know what? I've scored some goals where the cross was so good I couldn't miss. Yeah, you know what I was there?
Yep.
I couldn't miss. And I've scored some goals, yeah, that are more difficult because the pass was
50% of Haaland's goals.
Bro, I've scored some goals, yeah, that I feel like a man shouldn't even get an assist because the pass he gave me was so shit. Do you know what I mean? Man can't tell me that when you're playing for Man City and you've got some of the greatest creators of chances in world football on your team that scoring goals is difficult. It's not. That's why Erling Haaland can score 50 goals with no first touch.
And with 13 touches.
Well, there you go. And this is the reason why Lukaku can score the goals he scored with no first touch. If scoring goals was so hard, then why the fuck these men scoring that many goals, blood? Why? Because they're not of a technical level, yeah? To score
to a level, how are they even getting that many chances?
Bro, listen. If you heard a brother was scoring 60 goals a season, you would expect him to look like R9. And then you see this big, lanky, blonde guy with a man bun, bruv. How's he scoring all them goals? How?
If it's so difficult looking at the chance creation, I'd be like, bro, fair play. You man are just peddling chances for him. I hear it.
If it's so hard to score goals, why has he got them many goals, blood? Because he's not good on the ball. How's he scoring all these goals? That's what I'd be asking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Imagine, yeah, hearing that there's a brother in the ends, yeah, that's beating everyone up. And then you turn up and the bre's 5 foot skinny, Do you know what I'm saying? With a high voice, you're thinking this ain't the guy that everyone's scared of.
That's why I like Lukaku's Belgium top goal scorer. But if you ask any Belgium, their best player is Hazard.
Yeah, but there you go. Do you know what I mean? Imagine there's a brother in the ends robbing everyone, and you turn up and he's some little 5-foot midget, bro, with a high voice. You're thinking, nah, this ain't the brother robbing everyone.
No, you got people with you. Who's the rest?
Yeah, but like, yo, he had man backing it. There's no way this little brother's robbing everyone.
And you see he's got a fat cartel by his side. And like, there you go. All right, cool. So it's you lot.
Bro, man saying why didn't Aguero and Jesus score more, bro? The same reason why Rooney didn't score more, bro. Because they weren't goal hangers. Because they were actually involved in the game. That's why. You know the amount of times Rooney...
Also, we're putting Aguero in the same sentence as Jesus. Come on,
yeah, but
brother.
Bro, you know the amount of goals that Rooney would have scored, yeah, if he wasn't doing all the dog work and chasing man down the pitch, bro, and he just stayed on the last man, bro. Because, bro, the season Ronaldo left when Rooney played as an out-and-out centre forward, he scored bare goals.
Numbers were crazy. It was him and Drogba neck and neck for the golden boot.
And this is the point. And Aguero used to play 6 months a season, bro, because he was injured. Yep.
Still think putting Aguero and Jesus in the same sense.
Aguero and Suarez are so far clear of Erling. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I put Sterling with Jesus. We can't put Aguero there.
Like, bro, you just got to look at the chance that Erling had yesterday, bro. 1v1 with Van Dijk. Couldn't even shift Virgil. Man's had a surgically repaired knee in that. And you couldn't get away from Van Dijk.
And he was on his back foot.
Bro, listen, I seen Martial sit Van Dijk down. Had man eating grass blood.
We've seen Perisic do it.
Bro, I seen Sancho sit him down as well. You know, like that, if we want to talk. Do you know what I'm saying? And you man couldn't get away from Virgil. Hey, bro, it's crazy. This guy's a fraud. Man are talking about Ballon d'Ors, you know. Them man are talking about Ballon d'Ors for this scrub. Hey, listen, Erling Haaland, bro, between him, yeah, and KDB, bro, I despise them, bro, because this is where football's going. This is where football's gone even, not even going. Now, man are showing me sofa scores of these ballers after the game. Man are getting 8s and 9s and that, and they ain't done nothing, you know. They ain't done nothing.
Goal will change your life, man.
Bro,
goal will change your life.
The goal changes the whole narrative of the game. The whole narrative of the game. Bro, the only reason why we know that KDB had a shocker yesterday is because he got hooked and he was crying. If he didn't get hooked yesterday, everyone would have been talking about his assist. That's what they would have been doing.
And doing the corner taken quickly in Trent's backyard and everything.
Yep, they would have been doing all that. They would have been doing all that. The only reason why people are acknowledging how bad he was yesterday is because he got taken off and Pep had to air him out in public. Other than that, it would have been more prop. Another assist in a big game. That's what it would have been. Disgusting.
I doubt they would have even said that about him going off. It would have just been because of the beef with Pep when he was coming off the bench.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, it also shows that he's got no self-awareness because he didn't even understand that he was struggling in the game because he's so used to not being involved in the match. He didn't realize. You understand what I'm saying? Because, bro, I've seen man on the pitch sometimes, and, bro, when they get subbed off, they're grateful for being subbed off because they know they're getting ran ragged. If you look at Kyle Walker yesterday, his body language was saying, take me off. He was getting cooked. He didn't want to be on that pitch, bro. I know when a player don't want to be there. Trust me, I've seen it bare times. You know when the player, when the board goes over and the player's looking over, hoping it's their number. That was Kyle Walker yesterday. He was getting absolutely scorched. But KDB didn't realize that he wasn't in the game. Because he's never in the game. He's never in the game. He walks around on the periphery of the football match and plays speculative passes and accumulates numbers by volume. That's what he does. And he's been doing it for ages, bro. And this is
in a game at Liverpool where it doesn't work, you probably don't even notice.
That's it.
Like, where's my next pass coming from?
But he does it. And then what will happen is, yeah, he'll score 2 and assist 2 against Bournemouth. And that's what it will be. And that's what it will be. So it is what it is, bro. Listen, this KDB thing, bro, I've been giving KDB heat for how long, bro? One thing about me is I'm consistent. He's been getting heat. since would have been since Jose was here, bro. Because that's when they were doing the Pogba
Which club,
comparison.
yours or mine?
At my club.
Okay.
You know, like that, because that's when they was doing the Pogba comparisons, and I said, all right, cool, 2018, let's look and what happens. He got cooked by Paul, bro. And this is what it is, bro. And this is what it is, bro. We saw Fred pocket this, bro. Why are we pretending like Fred, yeah? They didn't unleash Fred, bro, the pit bull, bro, and he pocketed KDB, bro. We seen it.
Oh yeah, Kante's had him in his pocket enough times.
Bro, anyone that can run can pattern him up, bro, because he ain't press resistant. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So, when these men are talking, yeah, you can't tell me, yeah, a man that I watched Patrick Vieira, I seen Cesc, I seen David Silva, I seen Colo, I seen Gerrard, I seen Scholes, I seen Modric in this league. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen guys that can control the game like Alonso and all these other guys. How are you gonna tell me that he's levels with these bres? When you need to win big games, you take him off. Could you imagine Arsenal taking off Bergkamp or Man United taking off Cantona when they needed to win the game? Genuine creators. No. Imagine Chelsea taking off Zola when they want to win a game.
They'll probably still be talking about that to this day.
Imagine that. Imagine that, because he's meant to be one of the best creators ever. We can all agree that Zola, Bergkamp, Cantona are creators. Imagine needing a goal and taking them off. Could never happen. Could never happen. But you're comparing him to these guys, bro. He's nowhere near them. He should be grateful, yeah, that system has allowed him to continue playing for as long as he's played. Because his legs have been gone for years. Years. That's literally
could say since about 2020 times, I think.
Bruv, years, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Years, bro. And this is what it is. So, all you man in your feelings, bro, cry some more. I don't care. You know, like that. Cry some more. Because man will say, oh, Rants thinks Sancho's world class. Listen, when you can't disprove my argument, that's when you try and take the argument somewhere else. We don't need to do that. Because as soon as you take the argument somewhere else, I've already won. So save yourself. You know, like that. You can't argue with a single thing I've said because he's not press resistant. He's not press resistant. He needs 10 minutes on the ball to do something. That's not what top players are, bro. Luka Modric is 38 years old. Still better than him. So don't tell me about age catching up with him, bro. Luka Modric might be 39. I don't know. He's better than Kevin De Bruyne right now. So what are we doing? He's the most overrated midfielder in Premier League history, bro. Because I don't know a midfielder that is held to this esteem up here when really he's there. That's where he's mid. That's what he is. That's what he is, bro.
Hey, I hear the argument. I hear the argument.
Bro. And the funny thing is, they're comparing him to midfielders that played in the box-to-box era of midfield. The 4-4-2 era. People like Vieira, people like Gerrard and Scholes and that. Box-to-box KDB. Box of what? Box of noodles. Takeaway in a box, blood. That's the only thing man's in a box. Box of fried chicken. No chance. This guy is an absolute system merchant. That's what he is. That's what he is, bro.
He's just lucky he's probably been in the best system in league history.
Bruv, this is it. He has.
Because that argument will carry him in debates regardless.
Yeah, but bro, I say the same thing about your guy Frank as well, bro. Like, he was in a great system, bro, and he was able to maximize the limited qualities that he had, bro. Because
I hear it, but I think Frank Lampard was better all round.
Yeah, all round, yeah, maybe. You're right, maybe all round. But KDB was better at striking a football. Do you know what I'm saying? He was better at striking a football. Maybe not on the volley, but with both feet, KDB strikes the ball.
Both feet, I'd hear it. In terms of goal scoring, I'd still edge Lampard.
No, yeah, but Lampard's a better goal scorer. Yeah, but Lampard's more intelligent, bro. That's why. Lampard is actually intelligent. That's why he got into these areas. But Lampard, again, yeah, when it came to ability, yeah, he didn't have the ability of Gerrard and Scholes. He didn't. but he was in a good system.
Skulls I hear. Gerard,
He
I
was
just
in a-
never say for agenda purposes. I try.
I
not to
hear
get
that. He was in a
involved.
good system, though. Do you know what I mean? He was in a good system and he had runners around him, which was great. Just like KDB had runners around him. But when Lampard didn't have runners around him, he sucked. You know, like that. And that's why he sucked for England, bro. And it just is what it is. People will try and rewrite history and say that
I
he
know,
was good
because
for
when
England.
did we see
He
him not
sucked.
without runners?
Only for England. That's it.
Oh, England. Yeah,
No
that's it. I
runners.
didn't. International
You know what I'm
football
saying?
weren't my thing
Bro,
like
listen,
that.
he always had runners around him at Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So when people do the debate, I'll always judge them on pure footballing ability. That's what I'll judge them on because I understand that in Lampard's system, yeah, Gerrard would have done madness in that with that free role because we saw Gerrard play just off Fernando Torres and he scored bare goals, you know, like that. So we know that Gerrard would get GA if Gerrard played in that 3-10 role. We know he would because we saw it.
Yeah.
And that's the point. And Lampard took pens as well. So it's one of them ones where, like, boy, for me, Lampard was the least talented of the three of them.
Hey, I hear it. I just don't want to talk about it, but I hear it. I hear your point.
He was though. He was though. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones where football.
That's how Liverpool fans always catch me out because they're like, you can't do Hazard and Salah with the same argument you'll do for Lampard and Gerrard. Pick a side, and I'm like,
yeah, but it's true though. But that's why.
I know it's true. I just don't like to give him the credit.
Salah, bro, he's a better footballer. That's just what it is. He's a better footballer. Do you know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is, bro. Listen, I don't care, yeah. I don't really care what City fans say, yeah. KDB, yeah, is one of your club legends and you love him and all that. But Pep Guardiola's system has carried this guy, bro. That's why
there better be a statue of Pep before any of them
gets
players.
subbed off when you need to win games because he don't help you control games. And you know what the funny thing is? Pep Guardiola's system, yeah, is all about control. KDB is literally the opposite, yeah, of everything that Pep wants to do. But Pep perseveres with him, yeah, because he sees KDB's contributions as a net positive on the whole, but it's not anymore. And that's the problem. And that's why when you're struggling, he always takes him on. Because really, he understands, bro. He's not the guy, bro. He's not the guy that you think he is. Rodri's your main guy, bro. That's the guy you can't play without.
Yes. Yeah, that's facts. We learned that out in October.
Do you know what I mean? He's the guy you can't play without.
3 of your games.
Do you know what I mean? You will turn around and say that KDB's the best midfielder in the league, yeah, but when you don't have him
KDB
and you have
in both Champions League finals,
bro, when you don't have KDB and you have Rodri, you're fine. When you have KDB and you don't have Rodri, you're not fine. But you think that KDB is more important than Rodri because you don't know ball.
That's just a flashier player. That's all.
But this is what
look at that pass.
This is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's no amount of outside of the foot 40-yard passes, yeah, that is gonna make me buy into this Kevin De Bruyne stuff. He's a fraud. That's why I'm dining out on this. I'm dining out on this, bro. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been waiting patiently while these men been polishing him off for the last 4 years, and I've been watching this guy thinking, right, like this is crazy, you know. Do you know what I mean? This is crazy.
I just realized City v Arsenal is going to be win-win for you regardless.
Bro, I'll be real, yeah. Man City's probably the next team I've watched more other than Man United, only because, yeah, Pep's the manager. So they play a good brand of football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I watch City a lot. Not as much as I watch my team, but more than I watch any other team. And I never watched them play. And I'm just like, yeah, he's absolutely bossing it. He's having a great game, bro. It's like watching Bruno. It's like watching Bruno, just with more quality. That can't run. That's all it is. And you know how I feel about Bruno. So you can't like Bruno. You can't not like Bruno and like KDB, really, because they're the same player.
It's like at the most, you just wish you had De Bruyne, so it could kind of let you off using Bruno in that way. Because Bruno's just he's like the wish. He's just worse. He's worse at everything.
Yeah.
At least De Bruyne will give you a better quality of passing.
Yeah, but that's all it is, though.
Yeah, that's it.
but they're both still careless.
It's just with De Bruyne, I guess, to a point, you're willing to put up with it because he will get you numbers. More of what he tries will work out as opposed to Bruno. Bruno just spams pass from anywhere.
No, I hear it, bro. But at the end of the day, yeah, like the thing is, because Man United don't have a system, yeah, at least Bruno don't know where people are, bro. KDB can kind of know where people are gonna be because they have a structure. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, they're the same player. Do you know what I mean? He's just a Super Saiyan version. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why I'm enjoying this, because it's like I don't enjoy Bruno slander no more. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't enjoy it no more.
Yeah, because now everyone's starting to get onto your side.
Because
And
it's
it's like,
too
all right,
frequent.
cool. I'm just preaching to the choir at this point.
Yeah, bro, it's too frequent. But you see the KDB one, because it don't happen enough, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas now, because it's like, right, once a year, man get to actually cook Kevin De Bruyne and people actually understand what I've been saying for years, bro. Do you know what I mean? And no doubt in a couple weeks, he's going to score like a couple top corner bangers, and then they're going to be back to glazing him again. So let me enjoy my moment. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. Because,
I'll be real. I'm hoping he turns up for a few more games though, because I need City to take this league. Every other option is just unbearable.
Bruv, we've seen City win the league without him. Do you know what I mean? Erling, yeah, is more concerning for me, bruv, because it's like Pep's doing this thing where they're not taking him off. You know, like that. And it's like he is a problem. He's actually a problem. That's what they need to sort out. I'll be honest, because if he's not scoring goals, he's absolutely useless. Absolutely useless, bro. So it's
maybe
just
it's a case of like he's the highest goal scorer, so they're gonna just keep their hope with him, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know, bruv. Like I can't have Arsenal in the league, innit? That's one thing I can't have. So between Liverpool,
I don't think it will happen anyway.
No, I don't either, but
if they win at the Etihad, boy.
No, I don't believe it can happen either, but I just don't trust Man City with De Bruyne and Haaland in the team no more. I don't. Do you know what I mean? Because I understand that City don't have the facilities to carry them anymore. They don't have Mahrez, they don't have Gundo, Grealish isn't fit. So, and remember, Grealish, you remember, man, we're talking about Doku and that. Grealish is so big for them in ball retention. So big. Mahrez was big for them ball retention. Gundo was big for them ball retention. They don't have ball retention with Doku, Haaland, KDB, and even Walker. They don't have ball retention with these players. They're liabilities, man. Them four, man. That's nearly half the outfield players can't keep the ball the way City are supposed to keep the ball. Like, it's a concern, bro. The way that Pep wants to play, and Pep won't change it. Do you know what I mean? So that could be a sword that them man end up dying on, bro. I'll be real. It could be that. So
everything will be answered after the international break, because if City go and win that game against Arsenal, then I think it's just done from that. Or at least it turns into City v Liverpool.
Yeah, I think
and
so as
I'll be real,
well.
for that one, regardless of what happens, I can at least rest a bit easy.
I think. Listen, I think that will absolutely knock the wind out of Arsenal, innit? If City slap them, but it's one of them ones, bro. Listen, I'd much rather deal with James Redmond than Troops, blood. I ain't trying to hear Troops chat rubbish to me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
not
Arsenal,
even Troops,
the last time
Arsenal as an entity,
bro. The last time Arsenal won the league was so long ago. I genuinely don't even believe. I don't remember what I was doing at that time.
I was in reception, so I definitely don't know what I was doing.
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't even remember what I was doing. Do you know what
all
I'm saying?
I know is it's a long summer.
I can't remember that far back, bro.
The amount of red shirts you're going to see around London, long. Yeah, 20-year anniversary this year.
That's what I mean, bro. I can't remember what man was doing. You know, like that. So, because of that, I'm not really trying to see that.
Because you won't hear about for the next 20 years.
That's
the problem. That's the problem. That trophy parade, the summer coming up, the whole year long.
Broski, I didn't even have my national insurance number when Arsenal won the league. You know, like that. Bro, man never had no national insurance number, no provisional, nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm
I
saying? Man
didn't
was
have a
going down.
junior oyster
I
card.
was going down the shops to get bread for my mum, bro. That was freedom. You know them ones. That was freedom in them days, blood. Or under a car trying to fetch a football.
The Alp was probably still sucking on breast milk.
Bro, those were the simple days, man. Do you know what I mean? Those are the simple days in life, blood. Like last time Arsenal won. Do you know what I mean? I had no responsibilities. So
I need to keep it. We need to keep it back there.
100%. That's what, man.
Even if it's Liverpool, man, a victory for Arsenal is a loss for English football. We don't need that. We do not need that. I don't need that. I've suffered enough the last 18 months without those shadow dwellers actually having something to bark up about. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Hey, what do you think about the Porto game? Someone just asked in the chat. I think Arsenal are going to go through still, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. But I expect Arsenal to go through. I think they got good momentum at the moment.
They got good momentum, but I can't shake Porto's defense.
It's nasty, isn't it? Like it's proper.
I could see some stinky 0-0 at the Emirates, man. Just something absolutely disgusting.
But I think they'll give them a penalty or something, man.
Like, yeah, because a 1-0, like all they need is one chance. They could probably see it out from there, but I can't write off Porto like that. I can't. Like, I've got 0-0 just stuck in the back of my head, or a draw. I don't think Porto beat them, but I think Porto draw them. And then they just go out through that. And that's fine by me. That'll be even more painful in my opinion because they're going to be holding on to hope for the whole 90 minutes. But that's the way I see that game going. Little 1-1, 0-0. I will take a boring game of football because the chaos afterwards will be worth it. That's when everybody feasts.
Fairs. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey, what do you think of this Branthwaite centre back at Everton, bro? Everyone's talking him up, bro. Apparently, Man United won him, bro. The young fucking, the young English youth, bro.
I don't think I've seen enough of him.
There's some reborn John Stones, blood. Yeah, bro. Some reborn John Stones, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Man United are looking to sign this guy, bro. I can't lie. He looks decent. I can't lie. I'm on board with it still. I'm on board with it, blood. Just get me the Zerbi.
We play Everton in a few weeks, so I'll keep a lookout for
him. I
them.
need my Zerbi, bro. I swear I need my reborn Pep here at Man United, and then get me the reborn John Stones. That's bro. I'm here for it. Like, we're not gonna get the real ones, so man, just get me the fake ones. I'm good with that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you can have a new John Stones. You never know if he's actually worth that hype.
He looks decent.
I don't even know if I've seen a game of him. I'll be so real with you. Did he even play against us when they beat us 2-0? Oh, he did. He did. Okay, so I might have seen a little bit. But he played against Bruyne up top, though. I can't judge that.
Yeah.
I can't judge that.
Hey, listen, bro, you can only beat what's in front of you, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's
it's just a literal wall that don't even move. That's all Bruyne is. You hit the ball and he just rebounds, and you hope it rebounds into the net.
Nah, you're crazy, you know. Hey, man said De Bruyne's top 3 midfielders of his current era. In your opinion, I don't believe so. Do you know what I mean? There'll be midfielders that I've forgotten about that are better than him.
No way he scored against us.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him at all. You know, I don't rate him at all. I don't think you understand. I don't rate this guy at all, bruv. What, he scored against you, look?
Yeah, they're saying he scored against us. When? It wasn't last season. He didn't score in the 2-2.
That's all right, but I'm gonna have to buy my stocks early. You know, them ones there. Just be shameless.
Was it back in 21-22?
I don't know. He looks better than Maguire anyway. That's all I know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's not going to cost 85 million, so I'm in, bruv.
Was it deadass 21-22 when they played their fucking B team against us? Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
What, man said,
I remember that awful
dunking
game,
on
bro.
Chelsea. Yeah, say no more. Yeah,
yeah. This was when we were still European champions.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And we just stunk up the bridge against this meaty Everton team. We had 23 shots to their 5. And they drew 1-1. Mount scored and then Branthwaite scored 4 minutes after. I can't be bothered, bro.
Lovely stuff.
Every year we give some random Everton youth player a goal. First it was him. This the season afterwards. Who did we let score last? I don't care. This Ellis Sims, that was it. Ellis Sims last season.
Oh, man,
This
taking the
season,
piss.
there was some guy called Lewis Dobbins or some crap.
Mm.
Yeah, Lewis Dobbin, that was it. Every year we let some random Merseyside NPC bag against us.
All right, listen.
Bro, we
Listen,
really a
Haaland
joke
didn't
like
bully
that.
nothing. Haaland didn't do nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Allow it. You know what I'm saying? Man tripped over, bro. He tripped over his feet. I seen a goal. Everyone's trying to make it out, yeah, that Haaland's got strength and all that, bro. This guy didn't do nothing, bro. Then man cross man over, tangle of legs, he fell over, blood. That's all it was. Allow it. Haaland don't rough up no one, blood. I ain't never seen him lean on a single defender in my life, bro. So stop trying to force the narrative, innit? He's not that kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's not that kind of guy. So allow all of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I still can't believe that brother scored against us 3 seasons ago. I didn't even think he was playing back then.
That's funny. Yeah, but
Oh
bro,
my
man said they
God.
had a COVID breakout, innit?
Who?
Everton. That's why they played him.
Yeah. They were playing like an entire B team. I think they were still doing Iwobi up in DM or centre mid or wherever they were playing him. It was a mess. I remember coming out that game fuming we didn't beat that team because it weren't even their first team squad. And now here we are. Yeah, we've been doing this for 3 seasons, bruv.
It's a mad thing. Guys, I don't know where Mason Mount is. I
heard he'll be back for the international break, so that dagger at the bridge is going to be absolutely infuriating.
They were saying that Man United aren't looking to sell him and how they're sympathetic for how his first season's. Bruv, get rid of him, man. Get rid of him.
He's going to have another year at least. At least another year.
It's trash, man. No, I'm saying.
Hey, I think he plays against us when you lot come to the bridge.
Oh, man. I don't know. Who's getting dropped? Like, no one's getting dropped. Manager's got Bruno, Cass, and Mino. He's not dropping none of them.
Yeah. He'll be on the bench.
He'll be on the bench, man. No, I'm saying Mason Mount's dead food, you know. You know what I mean? He's dead.
So we already knew it. It's just he ain't even played enough to cuss him out at this point. I haven't seen him play in like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, but you got the 7, bruv. You got the 7. That's gonna haunt me forever, man. That's gonna haunt me forever.
All I can say is thanks for the purchase. At least there's one Roadrunner I don't have to deal with. But hey, we just spawned another Cobham Roadrunner that everyone's milking off. So like, what really changed here?
No, facts.
One's blonde, one's a brunette.
No, I hear it, bro. No, that's crazy. Oh, you look, run up them lights, man. Big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is, bro. What you got coming up anyway, bro?
I managed to shift off my ticket for tonight, so we're going to be doing another watch along live at 6:30. Chelsea versus Newcastle. We will not be at the ground. I'm good.
You're killing me. What? Man said you got rid of the ticket, bro. You're really not on it.
I can't be. I'm not wasting my money on the Poch. But plus, I got my own stuff I need to sort out money for. I'm actually going to enjoy my summer. I'll be back next season. These men are hiking up season tickets by about 20%, by the way. So I now got to save up for that too. So yeah, you know what? I'm not putting my money down towards this crap manager and his crap football.
No,
so unlike everybody else, they want to say fans, not customers. Cool. This customer is not paying. So
facts. I hear it. All right, big up Andrew. Hey, the John Cena thing. I seen a clip of that still. Remember Cat Williams was telling you, man, anyway, about them shaming rituals, blood. Listen, when you want to make it in the music industry, in the movie industry, bro, you gotta wear a dress. Or now man's out there naked, bro. You gotta go out there and humiliate yourself, blood. And that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did. This is what all these guys do, bro. This is the year when all the pagans get exposed, blood. You know them ones, that pagan on the other channel as well. I feel like 2024 is gonna come for him as well, blood. I see him bare stuff on Twitter recently, people getting onto him. Like, it's crazy.
Year of proof.
Yeah, bruv, 2024. As soon as I saw the Cat Williams thing, yeah, and then I saw the Epstein list, I thought, yo, this might be the year. Now Diddy's getting smoke. Like, everyone's getting smoke. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like this is the year, bro. People are just getting toppled, fam. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be great,
yeah,
bro.
Cino's moving mad with that.
Yeah, we'll be there, people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Not my goat. Not my goat. Tribal
crazy.
thief and all that.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Now the smoke is definitely the smoke is en route, blood. So yeah, man. Hey, big up everyone inside. We're gonna redirect to Ghana. Ghana's got 4 o'clock. So you lot make sure you spam the chat. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Big up.